good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to Heartland Championship Wrestling. It's Saturday, and you know what that means. We're live from the Dave Cave with action from Patriot Championship Wrestling. And we have lots of fun planned for tonight. Already the chat room is full of good friends. Al, Red Sox fan. Always good to see Al. Does a lot of boxing, a lot of baseball and football, and always a good time on Al's channel. Frank Wayne Scott is here. D. Scott Howard is here. Philip Reynolds. Philip was online with some football earlier today, and I believe he will be back in action later this evening with his YouTube Bowl. So thank you all for joining us here in the Dave Cave for action from Patriot Championship Wrestling, live from Toronto. And the show opened up with some fireworks as completely unexpectedly NWA World Heavyweight Champion Vader showed up here in Toronto looking to get a piece of superstar Billy Graham. Vader still has a bone to pick with Billy Graham after an attack on Graham earlier last month. And Vader came in demanding a shot at Graham. He intimidated everybody in sight, including Patriot Championship Wrestling General Manager Tori Wilson, who was in the ring. She texted back to the owner and commissioner, Alex Rodriguez, and Rodriguez issued a ruling that tonight, here in Toronto, we will see Vader take on BRYAN Danielson in our main event. Danielson was also involved in that attack on Vader. He thought he was doing the right thing to help his mentor and his idol, Kurt Angle, get a title shot, but Angle disavowed any knowledge of Danielson's involvement. But Danielson is still on the hit list for Vader, and tonight it will be Vader versus Danielson in the main event. If Vader wins, he will get a shot at superstar Billy Graham at the upcoming pay-per-view broadcast on March the 12th. But if BRYAN Danielson wins, his reward will be a shot at Patriot Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle. So we may see a little mentor versus pupil action if Danielson can somehow survive and defeat Vader in tonight's main event. So that is yet to come. The show opened up with action from the North American Heavyweight Championship Tournament, with Ivan Koloff picking up the win over Thunderbolt Patterson, and John Pesek getting a win over Larry Zbyszko. So it will be Koloff versus Pesek at the pay-per-view to crown the first ever North American Championship. Then we saw tag team action with the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, with a big win over the Valiant Brothers. Earthquake was unstoppable. He ran through both the Valiant Brothers, and they finished off Johnny Valiant with their double team Natural Disaster move. And finally, just before we went live, it was Ed Strangler Lewis picking up a big win over Frank Gotch. And that brings us to our televised show here tonight. And before we get to that, we will look at the rest of the chat room and say hello to Salvador America. Always good to see you, my man. And Neil Lau. Welcome, Neil, to the chat room. Yeah, I did leave a comment on Philip Reynolds' channel about Snake Plissken. Kurt Russell's character in Escape from New York and Escape from L.A., and in his spare time, Snake Plissken is also a head coach in the Philip Reynolds YouTube Football League. And of course, the catch line from Escape from New York, whenever somebody saw Snake Plissken, they would always respond, "I thought you were dead." So yeah, I love me some Snake Plissken. I love me some Escape from New York. If you ever get a chance to watch that movie, it is a campy good time indeed. All right, and with that, we go to tonight's opening televised match as the team known as the New Age Outlaws, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, take on the Hart Foundation team of Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret Hart, with Jimmy Hart at ringside. As we say hello to Ultimate Wildcat fan Kevin Butcher, my man, good to see you, pal. Hope to see you at Galacticon. Hope to see all of you at Galacticon in Chicago in mid-July. Looking forward to that opportunity. Now, the winner of this match will move on to meet the Natural Disasters in a number one contenders match. So whoever wins here will take on the Natural Disasters, and the winner of that match will get a title shot at the Wild Samoans, the current Patriot Tag Team Champions. And with that, we are ready to rock. And it will be Road Dogg Jesse James starting off against Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And the opening initiative role is won by Neidhart. And let's see how this goes down. It is Neidhart starting off with a hip toss, up, over, and down to the canvas. Hard goes BG James, and he hit hard, and he stays down. And that's going to give the Anvil a shot at following up. He hits a big body slam, and James once again stays down. Quick tag to Bret the Hitman Hart. They're going to go to the double team right away. And on a roll of 8, it is an awesome double neck breaker that sends BG James, Road Dogg, up, down, and hard to the canvas, down. And he stays down. So Road Dogg getting a bad run of luck here on those down 3 rolls. Hitman in control now, and Hitman is going to go for a sunset flip, which is a choice H maneuver. And on choice H, we can either go death jump B or flying elbow drop on agility. And so I think we will go for the death jump B. And coming off of the death jump chart, on a roll of 11, you stumble to your feet and the opponent comes off the top turnbuckle with a perfect cross body block. Roll your pin. The pin rating for BG James here is 2, so we'll not use a pin save in this situation. As Hart with a sunset flip rolls him up, and BG James kicks out with a roll of 8, and the match continues. Hart still in control. And Hart with he's going to throw him out of the ring now. Action goes out of the ring. Both men are rated B on the out of the ring chart. And on a roll of 7, that is the helpless helpless crawl. BG James, Road Dogg, has to crawl helplessly back into the ring where Hart is waiting to do some more damage. And it is going to be a Russian leg sweep. James slow to get to his feet. Hitman follows that up with that inverted atomic drop. And BG James is reeling, but he does get to his feet this time. As Hart captures him in a front face lock. Road Dogg is going to try and make the tag. Cannot get over there and get the tag made, so Hart maintains control. And Hart with a punch to the midsection that staggers BG back. And this time he is able to make the tag to his partner, Billy Gunn. I like to use Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, even though the names on the cards are Kip and BG. So I will occasionally stumble as I read the cards, but it is the Road Dogg Billy Gunn in the ring now. And he is going to go for a running corner splash on the Hitman. But the Hitman has the agility advantage. Hitman gets out of the way of that one. And Road Dogg crashes into the corner hard. Whip to the turnbuckle. Hart thinks better of that, and he's going to roll up and instead go for a body slam. That's a power move. He can't get it done. And that gives Road Dogg a chance to get something done on offense for the first time, and he's going to go with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes the Hitman, and on a roll of 11, it is an incredible neck-breaking clothesline from Road Dogg that takes Hitman down to the canvas, and it is Road Dogg now in control. Road Dogg is going to go for a knee lift, a choice F maneuver. He needs a roll of 8 or lower to connect on this. And on a roll of 4, he gets it. And Hitman goes down. He's going to try and crawl over to make the tag. And on a roll of 6, he gets there. And Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the fresh man, in the ring for the Hart Foundation. As we say hello to Sports Time Machine in the chat room. Anvil comes in and attempts a drop kick. Road Dogg gets out of the way of that, and it's Road Dogg firing back with a standing drop kick of his own that sends Neidhart down to the canvas. Neidhart is down. Road Dogg is going to go for that knee lift. That is, again, a choice move, and he is, against Anvil, going to have to try the agility roll on the choice chart. So that is an 8 or lower, and on a roll of 7 he connects on that knee lift, and Neidhart is hurt. Neidhart not able to make the tag, and Road Dogg follows that up with a jackhammer up hard and down to the canvas. Neidhart is hurt. Billy Gunn follows that up with a whip to the turnbuckle. Into the turnbuckle goes Neidhart, and on a roll of 9, it is a big kick from Billy Gunn that stuns Neidhart. Billy Gunn makes the tag to Road Dogg. We're going to see a double team here, but on a roll of 12, that is a botched double team. You hold the opponent while your partner tries to jump off the turnbuckle with a deadly elbow smash, but Neidhart ducks away, and Road Dogg smashes Billy Gunn on top of the head. Roll your pin. On a roll of 3 or lower, Billy Gunn will be pinned, but on a roll of 9, he gets out of that. Wow, a big mistake by the New Age Outlaws has put the Hart Foundation in control. Neidhart, what's he going to do? Neidhart goes for the heart attack. He lifts him up. Bret Hart comes off the ropes and nails him with a big jumping lariat. Down goes Billy Gunn, and we have a pinning opportunity here on a roll of 7 or lower. Road Dogg is going to go for the pin save, and on a roll of 6, Road Dogg is able to save his partner. So that costs the Outlaws their first pin save, and that costs Billy Gunn a point of fatigue. And now Hart is the legal man in the ring, the Hitman. And he is in control on level 3 offense. As we say good evening to the newcomers, Sports Time Machine, Thomas Morgan, and Cleveland Baseball Fan 879. Good to see you all here this afternoon. Hitman is going to go for that sunset flip. That is a choice H maneuver. And once again, he is going to go for the death jump on the chart. And on a roll of 3, that's not good. A roll of 3 against a death jump rating of B. The opponent comes off of the top rope, or in this case, Hitman tries that sunset flip, but it is a reversal and a pin attempt for the Road Dogg. So the pinfall here is 3 or lower. Again, they will not use a pin save in this situation, and on a roll of 7, Hitman kicks out. But Billy Gunn able to turn the tables here. Billy Gunn now in control, and he goes for the Cobra Clutch Slam. Up and down hard to the canvas goes the Hitman. Road Dogg is a little gassed, so he is going to tag in Jesse James. Excuse me, Billy Gunn tags into Road Dogg. I keep botching those names. I apologize for that. Legal man in the ring is BG James, a.k.a. the Road Dogg. And the Road Dogg comes with a reverse atomic drop, which is a choice B maneuver. And so he is going to go for instead the whip to the turnbuckle. Road Dogg with a whip to the turnbuckle, and on a roll of 9, it is a big kick by the Road Dogg that stuns the Hitman and keeps the Road Dogg on level 2 offense. Road Dogg now with the James Gang pounce, and he nails that one. Hitman goes down. He's going to try and crawl over for a tag, and on a roll of 4, he is able to get the tag made, and it is Neidhart now into the ring against the Road Dogg. Neidhart comes out and just bites him on the forehead. There's no room for that in the world of professional wrestling. Road Dogg is not very happy about that. He cannot get over and make the tag, so Neidhart will continue on offense. And Neidhart just laughs maniacally and stomps the Road Dogg. And Road Dogg has had enough. He gets up and he fires back with a forearm smash. Neidhart is staggered backwards. Knightheart is not able to make the tag. And Road Dogg follows that up with the shake, rattle, and roll knee drop that stuns Neidhart. Road Dogg in control. Road Dogg with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Neidhart. And on a roll of 8, it is a running back elbow from the Road Dogg that puts Neidhart back down to the canvas. Now they're going to try another double team. This was a miserable failure for the Outlaws the first time they tried it. But this time on a roll of 8, it is a deadly elbow smash, and Billy Gunn comes into the ring in control on level 2 offense against Neidhart. Billy Gunn now with a jackhammer. He's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is a 3. And on a roll of 5, Neidhart kicks out. But the Outlaws, after some choppy waves early in the match, have taken control. And it is Billy Gunn in control against Neidhart. And now it is the standing leg drop, also known as the Famouser. Billy Gunn hits the Famouser on Neidhart. That is a +2 finisher, so the pin rating now is 6. And that means Hart is going to try and make the pin save. But on a roll of 9, Bret Hart is unable to make the pin save. And now Anvil will be pinned on a roll of 6 or lower. And on a roll of 3, he got him. How about that? The New Age Outlaws with a sensational comeback, with Billy Gunn getting the pin on Neidhart after the standing leg drop, aka the Famouser. So your winners are the New Age Outlaws, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, and they will be moving on to face the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, with a title shot on the line. All right, so the first match is completed. Congratulations to the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, as the Hart Foundation leaves in frustration, as they were unable to get the victory here in tag team competition. All right, I think we're caught up with all of the greetings for folks in the chat room, so we will go on to our next matchup. Singles competition, as Antonio Enoki faces off against Harley Race. This is a singles match. Much like the previous match, the winner of this match will go on to a #1 contenders match for the Patriot Heavyweight Championship. So the winner of this match will meet Strangler Lewis, and whoever emerges from that match victorious will go on to face Kurt Angle for the Patriot Heavyweight Championship. Fun match, says our Red Sox fan. Indeed it was. A lot of back and forth there. The Outlaws botched that double team early in the match, and that almost cost them, but they came back and got it done with the victory to move on towards another opportunity for a shot at the tag team titles. So here we have Antonio Enoki taking on Harley Race. In singles competition, and it is Enoki who wins the opening initiative role, and he will start things off with a rear chin lock. Race is going to counter that, and Race comes back with a swinging neckbreaker that drops Enoki to the canvas. Good counter by Harley Race on the reversal. Race now in control is going to go for the whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Enoki, and on a roll of 10, it is a big double specialty move, and the man with the better turnbuckle rating recovers first. In this case, they are both turnbuckle rating B, so the man with the man on offense, Harley Race, is in control on level 3 offense. Race in control and immediately goes for the pile driver. Race immediately goes to the pile driver. He goes for the cover. The pin roll here is 4 or lower, And on a roll of snake eyes, he got him. How about that? Harley Race with a quick pinfall victory using the pile driver. And I have just created a chart for what you do on snake eyes. Let me see if I can find that chart, because we have the opportunity to do some chart work here. And I don't know if I'll find the chart right away. Yeah, I do have the chart. I call it the flash pin chart. And so let's see, that was the win for Race, who would be considered the heel in this situation. And on a roll of 6, an injury occurs and the babyface rolls on the injury table. So Race got all of that pile driver, and we may see an injury to Antonio Enoki here. We go to the injury table. It's a roll of 2 die, and the higher the number is, the worse the injury potentially could be. And on a roll of 7, that is a moderate injury. So Enoki will suffer a moderate injury, which will not put him out of action totally. And the duration of that injury will be 4 weeks. So for the next 4 weeks, Enoki will be forced to wrestle injured after the pile driver. And so that will take us through 4 weeks from today, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 through 2/19. So Enoki will have a moderate injury going through the 19th of March, at which time he will be able to go back to wrestling at full strength. And if you've seen the Filsinger, the Ringside Companion, or other charts, they have an injury table. Yeah, and in fact, it's the very last page of the Filsinger game Ringside Companion. So a moderate injury means add 1 to your pin rating, add 1 to your agility, add 1 to your power, ropes and turnbuckle worst by 1, death jump worst by 1, and add 3 to your cage rating. So yeah, Enoki will be wrestling injured for the next 4 weeks after the pile driver executed so devastatingly well by Harley Race. Okay, so yeah, it's good to get some new charts. Holy cow, slam bam done. Race one tough SOB are the comments from the chat room. Indeed, it will be Harley Race moving on to face Strangler Lewis with a title shot on the line. We'll look forward to that match. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. This is a non-title match. It is World Heavyweight Champion Vader taking on BRYAN Danielson in a grudge match scenario. And believe it or not, Superstar Graham is going to second BRYAN Danielson to ringside. And Kurt Angle is out here overseeing things from Vader's corner. Now, Vader is not on real good terms with Angle at the moment. They get along okay, but they're not what you would consider allies. And certainly, you know, when Danielson was involved on the attack on Vader, he thought he was doing it for the benefit of his mentor, Kurt Angle. Vader didn't see it that way. Angle didn't see it that way. And of course, Superstar Billy Graham, the master manipulator, not only convinced Danielson to do his dirty work against Vader earlier on, he's now got Danielson in the ring against Vader in a grudge match situation. And things could turn ugly. I think somebody in the chat room earlier used the term roadkill. So we will see if Danielson can survive this situation as we shift over to our main event dice. The special dice I use for championship matches and main events. And it is going to be a moment of reckoning for BRYAN Danielson as Vader's in the ring and he is not a happy world champion. at this point in time. And the opening initiative roll goes to Vader, as Danielson is a little tentative, and Vader's just going to start him off with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Danielson. He is an A-rated turnbuckle performer on a roll of 7. That is a reversal. So Danielson grabs the arm of Vader and sends Vader into the turnbuckle. But on a roll of 3, it is Vader who comes off with a running clothesline that just drills Danielson, turns him inside out. Vader goes for the cover. The pin rating of Danielson is only a 1, so he's not going to get a cover here, but already Danielson is in trouble. And Vader is in control right off of the opening lockup. Vader now is going to go for a Samoan drop. That is a choice H maneuver. And on the choice H, he has the option either of an agility roll or a death jump roll. Danielson is extremely agile, so Vader will go for the death jump roll as he attempts this Samoan drop. And on a roll of 6, death jump B, Vader hit it. Vader hits the Samoan drop, and he is in control. What's Vader going to do now? He's going to pitch Danielson out of the ring, and this is where the party will start. What's Danielson going to do? As quick as he can, Danielson slides back into the ring before Vader can get out and do any damage. But Vader's just going to grab him and throw him into the corner and nail him with a bone-crushing splash against the turnbuckle. Danielson is staggered. Vader in control. And Vader with a power body slam. He goes for the cover. And Danielson is able to get his foot over the bottom rope, as the pin roll was only 2 in that situation, but Vader is in control, and he is not a happy dude. And now he's got a chance at a moonsault. On a roll of 5, Vader may try the moonsault, and with his level of anger, he's going to try the moonsault. That makes it a +3 finisher. But on a you roll 1 6-sided die, and on a roll of 1 to 3, Vader misses, and the opponent takes over. So Vader going for broke here, and on a roll of 6, he nails the moonsault. That's a +3 finisher. The pin rating here is 6. But before Vader can go for the cover, we're going to get interference from Superstar Graham. Danielson is down. He's ready to be pinned. But Superstar Graham is going to make his presence known, and on a roll of 6, it is Superstar Graham who attacks Vader with a deadly specialty move. He is going to hit a big run. He is going to come into the ring and grab Vader into a full Nelson from behind. Roll disqualification. There is no disqualification here. That's going to enable Danielson to recover and go on the attack. So Danielson does take a point of fatigue. Graham holds Vader into the full Nelson until Kurt Angle gets into the ring and puts a stop to it. But now Danielson is in control, and Vader is in trouble. And Danielson goes for a tiger suplex up, over, and down to the mat hard goes Vader. Very good job with Danielson on that leverage to get him up, over, and down. Vader's going to leave the ring. Will we see some shenanigans? No, we will not. Vader's going to use the standard out of the ring chart, and on a roll of 3, Vader grabs Danielson by the leg, hauls him out of the ring, and just body slams him onto the concrete floor. Danielson is hurting now. Vader back in control, and Vader with a big suplex is going to go for the pin now. The pin rating is 4, and on a roll of 10, Danielson for some reason kicks out. You would think at some point discretion would be the better part of valor, but Danielson's got pride. Danielson's got an attempt, an opportunity to, if he can pull the upset here, get a title match. But Vader is showing no mercy, and now Vader is going to go for that Samoan drop roll once again off of the death jump chart. And on a roll of 7, he nails it. And Danielson hits the canvas hard once again. Vader in control. Vader with another big Samoan drop attempt. And again, he hits a crushing Samoan drop on Danielson. Vader now is going to go for the Vader bomb. The pin rating here is 6 or lower. And on a roll of 9, it is Superstar Graham who reaches in from outside the ring and puts Danielson's leg over the bottom rope. The match continues with Vader in control. Danielson can barely get to his feet as Vader has just overpowered him. And now we're going to go to that Samoan drop once again. And on a roll of 10 on the death jump chart, that's the agility roll. So Danielson, with the advantage in agility, is able to slip out the back door of that attempted Samoan drop. And he hits a lung blower on Vader from behind. I guess they would call that a double knees to the back. Yeah, I guess you call that a lung blower or a backcracker, whatever you want to call that. Danielson with the backcracker takes control here, and he's got an opportunity to roll on level 3 offense. And it is Danielson. Is he going to throw Vader out of the ring? He is. And Danielson's going to try for a suicide dive if he can get it. On a roll of 5, he is able to go to the suicide dive chart. And on a roll of 6, minus the agility plus the fatigue makes it a roll of 7. You attempt a dive, but the opponent rolls out of the way. Luckily, you catch yourself when you go after the opponent outside the ring. The opponent rolls on the out of the ring chart. So Vader was able to avoid the attempted suicide dive by Danielson. And it's Vader rolling on the standard out of the ring chart. And on a roll of 4, once again, Vader grabs Danielson and just mauls him with a belly-to-belly suplex onto the concrete floor, and Danielson is a mess. Once again, Danielson is down, and can't nobody do anything about it. And now they are back into the ring. Vader pitches Danielson back into the ring. He delivers a release power bomb, and the pin rating now is 5, 6, 7, 8 or lower. And on a roll of 9, Danielson somehow gets out of it. I don't believe it. I guess we'll say that Billy Graham grabbed the leg of the referee and pulled the referee out of the ring. Not doing Danielson any favors in this situation. Vader in the ring, still in control. And he's going to go for the Vader bomb once again. Referee back into the ring. And the pin rating once again is 8. I don't know if Danielson can take much more of this. And on a roll of 7, finally, he got it. So Vader just dominated that match. In spite of the best efforts of superstar Billy Graham, it is the Vader bomb for the pin. And Bryan Danielson is a mess. That's all I can say about that. Now, in terms of the post-match activities, Vader wants to get a piece of Billy Graham. We'll see if Billy Graham will turn tail and run away, or if Vader will get a piece of Billy Graham. And we'll give Graham about a 80% chance to get away, because he sees what's coming and he doesn't want any part of it. So on a roll of, let's see, we'll use a 10-sider for this. And on a roll of 1 to 8, we'll say that Graham gets away. And on a roll of 9, Vader caught him. How about that? Fists and fury. Vader and Graham are duking it out now at ringside. Oh my goodness, it is a ringside brawl. We're going to go to a gut check roll. Both men have a cage rating of 2. So the higher the 10-sided, or we're going to roll 12s for this, and the better roll will win. And it is Graham who dominates that brawl by a score of 11 to 3. Billy Graham puts a beat down on Vader. So we'll say, for posterity's sake, that as soon as Vader got the pinfall, Graham got into the ring and attacked, and he puts Vader down with a serious beat down, 11 to 3. That's a +8. And that gives Vader the opportunity to, or the chance that Vader can be injured. And on On the injury chart, the roll is 4, so Vader escapes injury, but Graham puts a beat down on Vader, and that sets up those two for a grudge match at the pay-per-view. Oh my goodness, Billy Graham picks his shots and delivers a post-match beatdown on Vader, and that is going to set up a hellacious grudge match at the pay-per-view on March 12. All right, what a finish to tonight's action. As Vader is your winner, he gets his shot at Graham. Bryan Danielson may never be the same after the beating he received from Vader. And to his credit, Angle is assisting Danielson and is going to help Danielson, his protege, out of the ring. I think Vader is satisfied with the retribution that he has inflicted on Bryan Danielson tonight, and he still has his eyes on Graham, even more so now that Graham put a beating on him after that match. So that is where we will wind things up for tonight. Thank you to everybody who checked out tonight's action. Frank Wayne Scott, Al, Red Sox fan, my buddy Tim, Cleveland baseball fan 879, Mike the Sports Time Machine, D. Scott Howard, Thomas Morgan is going to catch us on the replay, Salvador America, Neil Lau, Ultimate Wildcat fan Kevin B., Philip Reynolds. Thank you to everybody for checking things out here tonight from the Heartland. For everybody here at the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, this is Epic Dave signing off. That's our stream, and I am out of here.